All right, the ball's in play. Game's underway. Juan, the machine gun Bellini, with a back shot. Now it is Cassette. Sapo hit a back shot of his own. Miguel picked up the ball, and we have an umpire's whistle just like that. So we'll see where the umpires decide to set the ball down. Sapo taps the ball back into play. Sapo going right down the middle of the field. He puts a ball right down there to the south, just off to the left, and it's taken straight on through by Santi Torres. Santi scoring the first goal here, making the score now 1-0. That's a very good point there. Okay, so the ball's put back into play once again. It bounces to the north, and it's going to be Miguel Estrada with a near side open back shot down the field. Coming in to pick up the play is Bob Jernavis. He gets called off by Sapo. Sapo Cassette taking the ball straight across to the boards right down here south of the announcer stand. Now Bob on the near side, bringing it back to the middle, trying to keep it away. And we have a whistle. 60-yard defended shot on goal. Sapo hits that ball high in the air, and it's straight on through for the goal. Now making the score 2-0. Well, they're not bothered, so I won't be either. It's really cool. All right, Freddie Mannix has the ball. Fred now crushing that ball down the field, looking for Melissa Ganzi. Ganzi comes over to pick up the line on the near side. Now Ganzi switches to the offside. Ganzi flips it back to the goal mouth, looking good. Melissa trying to get there, but it's going to be backed out of danger by Zeta. Zeta shot.
Safety.
Zeta, thank you. I don't know where I got it. All right, Sapo Cassette drags the ball back to the goal mouth to the left-hand side of the field. He's got a head of steam already built up. Looks like he's going to take this one himself. Sapo keeps the ball to himself. Now Freddie comes in to defend. He leaves it for Santi Torres. Santi giving it back up there to Sapo, but the ball is left behind. Coming back around to pick it up once again is Santi Torres. Santi, his shot over to Sapo. Sapo has the ball, taking it directly across the field to the boards. Sapo now drags it underneath his horse, but the whistle sounds, so we'll see where the umpires decide to set this one down. Bellini has the ball. Now Bellini taps it once, now fires a shot down the right-hand side of the field, looking for Freddie Mannix, but Sapo does stop it. Sapo gets turned back around, and it's going to be Miguel Estrada with an open back shot of his own, trying to get it past Zeta, but he does come in and make that back shot. Now, Freddie Mannix coming in to pick up the line. Fred has control, back shot, and the whistle goes.
Vamos, Freddy.
Now to take the penalty number 2, 30-yard undefended shot on goal. Miguel puts that ball high in the air, right through the middle of the uprights. Now getting his team on the board for the first time here today and making the score 2-1. Yeah, bees, yeah, okay. All right, the ball's back in. It goes all the way through to the back end where it's picked up by Miguel Estrada. Estrada checking down now, letting that ball come to the boards. He flips it back over to Freddie Mannix. Freddie picks that ball up, taking it out of the air, now reaching back, couldn't quite get it. So it's going to be Sapo Cassette now. Sapo turning it back around. Sapo carrying that ball, working his way down the field. That ball's got some hang time on it. He's going to let it settle and pick it up on the fly. Now, Sapo Cassette working his way back to the middle, coming in. Freddie Mannix coming in to make a defensive play. Sapo gets it out. Freddie pushes him off the line, and it's going to be Miguel Estrada with the open clearing back shot where Zeta is waiting. Zeta turns the ball all the way around, but the whistle sounds once again. Stopping the clock with 2. Okay, penalty 5 from the spot goes in favor of flight option. Bellini crushes it down the field looking for Miguel Estrada. Miguel comes together with Sapo Cassette. Sapo now trying it again. This time he connects with that near side back shot, setting up Santi Torres. Santi coming around, picking that ball up, turning it underneath his horse's neck. Now being defended Santi still has control. He's in between two white jerseys. Santi looking for a place to go. Freddie Mannix comes in, takes the man out, and Roberto comes to the ball. Roberto now taking his time, turning that ball back around, checking down, looking for a place to go. He's found some running room back to the middle. Roberto, he's got two players to beat. Roberto goes ahead and puts the wood to it, trying to run his way down into the goal. Melissa Ganzi does get the hook, and the whistle right there. So we'll see what the umpires decide. Hits that ball one time off the middle line, giving it up there to Melissa Ganzi. Ganzi can't quite get to it, but the whistle sounds once again. He's there to bring the ball back into play. He does so right now, tapping it twice. Now getting some help from Santi Torres, but Freddie Mannix comes back over to defend. And we have another whistle. Number 4 goes in favor of flight options, Miguel Estrada. Coming around to take this penalty, number 4. Miguel, his shot, it's high, straight down the middle. Now tying it up, 2 goals apiece here in Chucker. Okay, they put the ball back in. Freddie Mannix wins that throw, and Freddie letting his horse stretch out. That ball takes a nasty bounce over the mallet, and it's going to be Melissa Ganzi to back him up. Now, Santi Torres hits a little back shot. Coming in, Roberto tries to take a swing, and it's going to be Freddie once again. Fred. Open back shot setting up Miguel Estrada. No, he couldn't get to it. Sapo Cassette brings the ball back into play. Sapo now crushing the ball to the left-hand side, trying to get it down there to Santi Torres. Santi checks up, picks up the ball, but he's ridden wide on the play by Miguel Estrada. Estrada has control. Miguel hits a tail shot back over there, looking for in favor of flight options. Juan, machine gun, Bolini crushes that ball back to the middle, looking for Miguel Estrada. Miguel picks up the ball. Finally, we got the horn there. Miguel reaches back. What a nice play. Miguel now on the near side, still taking it forward. The ball is just off to the left. Miguel with the near side next shot, trying to put that one through the goal, but it goes just wide, ending Chucker number 1. Play to begin Chucker number 2. Sapo Cassette taps the ball back into play. Sapo now crushing a next shot back over there for Santi Torres. Santi waits on the ball to catch up. Santi still slowing down the action. He's not being defended just yet. Sapo Cassette comes back to help him. Now Sapo looks like he's breaking for the pass. Santi keeping the ball to himself. Santi being chased down by Bolini. Now Freddie Mannix does make the back shot. Freddie's shot, nobody turns yet. Now it's going to be Sapo Cassette, first one to get there. Sapo drags that ball forward, trying to make Miguel Estrada commit. Now he hits the open back shot along the boards to get it back over to Santi Torres, but Miguel gets there first, giving a back shot over to Melissa Ganzi. Ganzi picks that ball up on the offside. Melissa running hard, gives it over to Freddie Mannix. Fred gets that ball, working back to the middle. Fred Mannix trying to straighten it out. Freddie gonna try to keep this one in play, but it rolls wide of the goal mouth. So we'll have another knock-in by Valiente down on the north end of the field. Sapo. Sapo now fires another next shot back to the left-hand side of the field, giving it to Santi Torres. Santi trying to make something happen right here, but Juan Bolini is there to put the pressure on Santi. Santi's shot goes to the boards. Now Juan and Santi come together. Juan takes a little swipe at it, couldn't quite get there. Bob Janavis comes in, and the whistle stops.
What a deal.
Miguel fires that ball high, but it's just wide over the back line. So
How is Sapo's after this ball? I'm 0 and I like
all right, so Sapo Cassette has control of the ball. And we have another whistle.
into it. They should fell on him for doing that. No, that doesn't fall on someone's door. Stop for us. Take a picture.
Miguel, his shot, it's high, and this time right through the middle of the uprights, breaking the tie, taking the lead for the first time here today. Umpire puts the ball back in. It stops in the middle. They're all fighting for it. It's shot out of there, and it's going to be Santi Torres with the near side back shot. Santi shot right over there to Sapo Cassette. Sapo trying to keep it away from Fred Mannix. Now he hits a pass out there looking for Roberto, but Freddie Mannix is there. Fred hits the ball back to the boards where it's going to be picked up by Miguel Estrada. Miguel now reaches over on the boards, dragging it away. Now reaches back. He's got control of it once again. But it is taken away and put over to the boards for Sapo Cassette. Sapo has control, waiting for his players to go down the field. Sapo tries to give a neck shot back to Santi, but it's going to be a back shot by Machine Gun. Now, Sapo taking his time, turning the ball back into the traffic, trying to work his way back around to the right. Sapo directly across the field, now brings it back to the middle. And Melissa Ganji is there with the open back shot to give it back over to Miguel Estrada. Miguel, in all of that traffic, he's in between two blue players now. Nice bump there from Cassette, and Cassette takes the ball away. Cassette tries to beat Miguel Estrada. Miguel reaching back. Somehow, Sapo keeps that ball, but now Miguel wins the play and hits the ball back over to the board. Santi riding hard to get there, and it's put over. It's going to be Sapo Cassette. Once again, Sapo flips it underneath the defender's horse, and Sapo finally wins that play. Machine Gun one time crushes that ball down the field, looking to get it down there and put it inside the red zone, but it's going to be Roberto with the back shot. His shot over to Santi Torres. Santi has it working down the field, down the far side, trying to avoid the hook from Fred Mannix. Mannix does make the hook, but it's going to be picked up by Bob Jernavis. Bob's shot over there for Sapo Cassette. Sapo trying to make it happen. Oh! 3. Sapo, his shot. It could have been stopped, but it's straight through the middle. Now, all right, the ball's put back into play. It's stopped. Now Freddie tries to get to it. He leaves it behind, and it's going to be Roberto. Roberto with the ball, bringing it straight over here by the announcer stand and taking Fred wide. Coming in, Santi. Santi does make contact with that ball. Sapo coming back to try and stop it. He does so nicely. But it is Juan Bolini. Bolini with the little back shot. What a nice play right there to set up Miguel Estrada. Estrada taking his time, reaching back now. Flips it back underneath the defenders. Now, Machine Gun sends it down to Miguel Estrada once again. Estrada reaches back, and the whistle goes. Valiente. Sapo brings the ball back into play. Sapo sends it along the ground, trying to get it up there to one of his offensive players, but Miguel is there. Miguel with the open back shot, setting up Freddie Mannix. Freddie leaves the play, and it is hit down the field by Machine Gun. Machine Gun shot now. Sapo Cassette is there. Sapo turns it back around the long way. Sapo Cassette taking the ball on the bounce. Sapo keeps that ball moving past midfield. Sapo letting that horse stretch out. Now he sends the ball down, looking for a goal. From there, will it go? Sapo Cassette, what a play to take the lead right there. And now make the score 4-3 here at Chucker number 2 with about a minute and 5 seconds left to go. Just enough. It was nice. 43 seconds remain. Now the ball's back in. Miguel wins the play. Miguel takes the hook, keeps the ball. Miguel Estrada checking down now. Santi Torres coming in to put some pressure on Miguel. Miguel. 2 seconds left to go. 2 seconds till the first horn. Miguel Estrada hits that ball high, undefendable, but it's wide. So that will end chukker number 2. We'll start the last chukker of the first half with a knock-in down the south end of the field by Valiente. Okay. All right, Sapo coming around. Oh, goodness. Sapo has control, keeps that ball, thank goodness, past midfield, past Michael. And now Sapo moves it back to the middle of the field, looking to put one through. Sapo fires just like that. Will it go? His shot just wide to the right. All right, the ball's back into play. Bolini has control. That's Miguel. Miguel now fires a shot down the field, waiting for Melissa Ganji. Ganji waits on that ball, lets the ball catch up, and picks it up very nicely there. Melissa Ganji on a breakaway. Freddie Mannix comes in, takes it away from his own teammate. Now Fred checking down, waiting for the players to commit, the defenders. Freddie fires at the goal. Not quite the line, not quite the angle he wanted, so it's going to roll harmlessly over the back line wide, and we'll have a knock-in by Valiente. Sapo Cassette, of course, running it down this side of the field. Gives it over, and Roberto is there to receive the pass. Roberto gets that ball moving past midfield. Melissa Ganji in hot pursuit. Roberto has control. He's inside the 60, now inside the red zone. One little flip shot should do it. Roberto runs that ball straight on through and now increases the gap, making the score 5-3 here in... I know, right? Miguel Estrada picks that ball up. Miguel now turns it back to the middle. Miguel Estrada gets that ball turned all the way back around. Miguel by himself. He's being chased down by Santi Torres. Miguel goes ahead and fires a shot down there looking for Freddie Mannix, but it's going to be Sapo Cassette. Sapo decides to keep it to himself. Sapo reaches back and the whistle goes once again. Miguel's shot, it goes wide over the back line, so we'll have a knock-in by Valiente. Nigel, be on alert. Okay. That's fine with me, I don't care. Back to the left, you got room to play to the left. Foul. All right, the ball's back into play, and it's back by Machine Gun Bolini. Bolini shot over to Miguel. Miguel puts it out there for Freddie Mannix. Mannix with the open back shot into the goal, just like that. Closing the gap and now making the score 5-4 with a little bit of a momentum change here. All right, umpire puts the ball back into play once again. Miguel is trying to get there, and it's going to be Roberto to pick up the play. He gives it over to Sapo. Sapo Cassette takes the ball up. He's coming from the ball. Options. Juan Bolini taps the ball into play and gives the line over to Miguel. Miguel Estrada now working his way, trying to get it past the traffic. Miguel's lost the ball. And it's picked up by Santi. Santi can't get a hold of it. Roberto is there. Roberto sends it down, looking for Santi right there. Oh, that could go. Does it have the angle?
No way, man. It's out.
What you can do. There's 3 planes up there now. Valiente. Santi walks up to it and puts the ball right through the middle of the goal. increasing the gap and now making the score 6-4 here in chukker number 3 with just over 2:30 left to go in the first half. Umpire puts the ball back into play. And it's back by Miguel Estrada. Estrada over to Freddie Mannix. Mannix gets that ball working out of the air, showing us what a great hand-eye coordination he has. Mannix now trying to find a place to run. He's found some room to the right. Sapo comes in, makes contact, but Freddie on a powerful horse leaves the ball behind though for Miguel. Miguel fires that ball back at the goal, straight on through. What a play right there. And now making the score 6-5. All right, the ball's back in. Just like that, Melissa Gansey jumps on the free ball on a breakaway. Melissa keeps that ball working down. She's in the red zone now. Melissa, one more shot should do it. Melissa Gansey just wide over the back line, but what a great run we saw there. Jumping on. All right, Sapo bringing it back to the left-hand side of the field. Sapo now fires that ball back down the middle looking for Santi, but it's going to be Freddie Mannix. Mannix on the near side sends it back over where Sapo is waiting once again. 30 seconds remain here in the first half. Sapo looking to make one more goal happen here before the end of the chukker. Sapo now fires a shot. It's got the hang time, but it's going to be wide over the back line. So that'll do it for the first half. Feel free to go out there and stretch your legs, put back some divots. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. I don't know how it would work for you, but Miguel Estrada brings the ball back into play. Miguel now fighting against Santi Torres. He leaves it behind for Freddie Mannix. Mannix fires a big shot down the field looking for Juan Bellini. Bellini coming in to challenge against Sapo Cassette. Sapo with the open back shot setting up Bob. Bob Jernavis has that ball moving back, and he tries to give it back over to Santi. Now Freddie Mannix once again is there to pick up the play. Freddie Mannix now fires the ball down looking for Juan Bellini. Bellini finds the line, finds the ball, takes it forward. Not quite the angle he wants to shoot at the goal, but he tries anyway, keeps it on the field. Very nice play. Melissa tries to get back to it, but it's going to be Sapo Cassette. Sapo by himself, running that ball down. Sapo checking up, taking his time. He's now got the machine gun coming in to defend against him. Sapo checking down, still has control. Sapo working that ball now, drops that horse's head, tries to get away from Bellini. Bellini putting the pressure on Sapo. But Bellini does make the back shot. Coming in to pick up the play now is Torres, Santi Torres, with the little tail shot changing the line. Freddie tries to get there, but it's going to be Sapo. Sapo Cassette running through the traffic, trying to keep it away from the defenders. Freddie couldn't quite get there, and it's stolen by Juan Bellini. Bellini riding hard to get there. Coming in to defend against him is Santi Torres. Santi, near side back shot to set up Roberto. Roberto gets called off by Sapo Cassette. Sapo coming together with Miguel Estrada. Nobody's trying to get back to it, so Miguel will pick it up himself. Miguel Estrada sends that ball down for Melissa. No, he's going to keep it to himself. Melissa Gansey trying to go to the man. Miguel Estrada now inside the red zone. Will it go? It's just off to the right. Brings the ball back into play now. Sapo finding some room to run to the left. Miguel is there. Miguel, oh, that could have been awesome. But Miguel picks up the ball. Miguel Estrada swung over the top of it, and Santi is there. Santi Torres capitalizing on the mistake made by flight option. Santi sends the ball down over there to Sapo Cassette, who picks the ball up and runs it straight on through the goal, now making the score 7-5 in chukker number 4. All right, the ball is back into play just like that. Freddie Mannix has the ball moving forward now, breaking away from the pack. Freddie never checks, just keeps it going back to the middle. Freddie Mannix not where he wanted to put that one. It's going to be Sapo Cassette once again. Sapo turning that ball back around to the middle. Sapo by himself now finds some running room back to the left-hand side of the field because he has Santi Torres taking out the man. Now Sapo fires a shot, tries to get it down there for Santi, but it's going to be Bellini took a shot at it. Sapo somehow comes out of there with it. Now he leaves it behind, and Juan Bellini makes the back shot. Right over there for Miguel Estrada. Estrada with the next shot. Keeps it on the field. But Roberto is there. Roberto could not dig it off the boards. And Freddie makes a swipe at it. Giving it back over, though, to Sapo Cassette. Sapo fighting hard, keeping that man on his hip. Sapo fires at the goal. It looks like it has the right angle. Will it go? Just wide over the back line. Miguel, this time does the honor, brings the ball into play to the left-hand side of the field. Now finds some running room back over to the left here. Miguel keeping it to himself. Miguel Estrada working it back now, loses the ball. Everybody overrides. First one to get back to it, though, is Juan Bellini. Bellini with the next shot where Santi is waiting. Santi tries to work it back, can't quite get to it, and it's going to be Miguel Estrada dragging that ball underneath his horse's neck. Miguel working his way back down the field. Miguel Estrada, he's got two players up there for the pass now. Freddie decides to come in behind him. Miguel in between two blue jerseys. Miguel gets that ball moving back to the middle, and Freddie is breaking for the pass. Freddie looking for the whistle there, does not find it, and it's going to be... Okay, offsetting fouls declared on the play. There was a whistle, but then we also had an appeal whistle. So they throw the ball back into play. Freddie Mannix wins the throw, and Freddie trying to find a way to get something done here. Freddie gets hooked up with Roberto. Now it is Miguel Estrada jumping on that loose ball. Miguel trying to make it happen, and the whistle goes. Freddie takes that shot, puts it straight on through the middle. Now, because of the appeal whistle, Miguel Estrada brings the ball back into play on that pretty little bay. Chestnut. So now he likes it, okay. Miguel works his way back to the middle, trying to keep it away from the defenders, doing a great job. Miguel Estrada, he's got Sapo to beat. Miguel fires a next shot. Not quite the distance he wanted. Roberto does make the back shot, and Santi Torres picks up the play. Santi on a breakaway now. Oh, Fred Mannix takes that ball out of the air, hits it straight over here towards the announcer's stand. And Sapo Cassette picks the ball up and sends it down to the board. Sapo checking down now. Fred Mannix coming in hot to make the defensive play, which he does very nicely there. Freddie sends that ball back down the field looking for Miguel Estrada. Miguel fires it down looking for Melissa. Melissa coming to the ball on the near side. Melissa picks the ball up, but Roberto is there. Roberto fires that ball over to the boards. It stays on the field. And I can't see with the glare off that trailer. Over the boards. Okay, thank you. Okay, umpire puts the ball back into play. It goes all the way through the back end, where it is backed by Sapo Cassette into the traffic once again. Melissa Ganzi does get a piece of it. Coming in now is Sapo. But we have another whistle. Sapo tapping the ball now. Sapo, less than 30 seconds remaining. It's crushed by Santi Torres into the goal mouth. Freddie Mannix is there, though. Freddie, open back shot, clearing it out of the goal mouth. And we have another whistle. 16 seconds left to go. Miguel not worried about the time. He taps that ball to the left-hand side of the field. Now running through a bit of the traffic. Miguel fires at the goal.
How?
Okay, Sapo Cassette. Now slams that ball just off center, and Bellini takes a swipe at it, but it's going to be picked up by Santi Torres. Santi letting that horse stretch out. Santi Torres, he's found another gear now. Gets that ball back in the middle. He's inside the red zone. Santi reaching back. Can he do it? Santi Torres!
Is that the right? No. What's this?
Okay, now we're back. Yeah, it's now the score is 8-6 in favor of Valiente. We've got the clock up here, the handheld clock, just in case it goes out again. Now Sapo and Miguel come together. Miguel wins the play and gets that ball working back to the south end of the field, or north, yes, north end of the field. He leaves the ball now for Fred Mannix. Freddie working his way back towards the middle. He leaves it and is picked up by Sapo Cassette. Sapo has control. Sapo waiting on some help from Santi. Santi can't quite get to the ball, and it's going to be Freddie Mannix. Mannix hits an open back shot trying to set up one of his offensive players, but it's going to be Sapo Cassette to take the ball and machine gun with the back shot. Now Miguel Estrada is there. Miguel open back shot trying to set up Juan Bellini. Bellini can't quite get to the ball. It's going to be Sapo Cassette. Sapo turns it all the way back around. Freddie Mannix takes the ball on the near side, but the whistle sounds. To take this 60-yard defended shot on goal, Sapo, his shot along the ground, trying to thread the needle, which he does so successfully. We have like 14 minutes left in the game. 12. Okay, the ball's put back in. You use your fingers right there. Yeah. The ball. So Sapo Cassette brings the ball back into play. Sapo fires the ball back to the left, looking for Santi Torres. Santi comes together with Miguel Estrada. Santi, his shot comes to the boards. Santi still. I'll just announce the time every chance I get. Miguel Estrada comes together with Sapo Cassette. Sapo wins the play. Now Sapo changes directions and hits it. We got it still. Okay, Sapo. We're back once again. Sapo now dragging the ball back around. Sapo flips it back, but the whistle sounds. 3 minutes as Miguel Estrada comes back around and take this penalty number 5 from the spot. Miguel taps the ball into play. Santi's waiting for him. Miguel fires a big shot down to Freddie Mannix, who's all. Sapo brings the ball back into play. Sapo Cassette slows down, finds some room running back to the right, but the clock is stopped with another whistle, and
Leave it a little bit under 3/4.
the number 3 in blue, which results in a penalty number 2 for the white. Freddie Mannix rides up to it, puts the ball straight through the middle of the goal. First Patriots game at halftime. Denver is up 13-3 against the Patriots. Now the ball is sitting down. Sapo Cassette with the tail shot, sending it back over, looking for Roberto, but Freddie Mannix comes in on the fly. sends the ball back towards the back line. Now Santi Torres. Santi hits a tail shot trying to set up. Sapo Cassette. Freddie once again hits another back shot. Now coming in is Miguel Estrada. Miguel loses the play to Sapo. Sapo now hits that ball hard. Trying to get it up there to Roberto. Roberto finds the ball. Let's see. Torres picks up the play, but the whistle sounds stopping the clock with it.
Wait, come on.
1 minute, 48 seconds, 1:48. We've got Freddie and Santi way down in the goal now. Now Miguel puts the hammer down, sending it to Fred Mannix, who takes it out of the air 18 times. What a play, Fred Mannix! That was so dope. He sends it straight on through to bring his team within 1 goal and now make the score 9-8, and we just found our play of the day. So we had to tie it up here at the end of Shucker number 1. Miguel sends it way down there. Now Fred Mannix tries to get turned back around to pick up the play, but Miguel does so nicely. Miguel inside all 3 of those guys. Miguel Estrada sends that ball straight on through, tying it up, 9 goals apiece. With just over a minute left to go, we should have enough time for one more throw-in. The ball's back into play just like that. Sapo jumps on it. Sapo on a breakaway now, trying to make it happen here before the end of the chukker. The drone getting pretty low. Sapo is there. Sapo Cassette takes it, all right, on through. Breaking the tie, taking the lead, and now making the score 10-9 to end chukker number 5. Play just like that. It's back. The first one to see the ball and pick it up is Sapo Cassette. Sapo taking his time now, working the ball back underneath the horse's neck, trying to get something happening here, trying to give his team a little bit more of a cushion. Sapo on a run now. Look at that. He's got a racehorse underneath him. Sapo working his way back to the middle. Looks like he's going to make this one sting. Sapo takes a shot at goal, but it goes just wide over the back line, so score remains 10-9. That's the magic number so far. Miguel brings the ball back into play, takes it to the traffic now, working his way back to the right. So Miguel getting some help there from Fred Mannix. Freddie holding out the defender. Miguel working his way back around. Now Miguel fires a big shot down the field looking for Fred Mannix, but it is Santi Torres. Gets called off by... No, he doesn't. Santi just takes that ball. Now leaves it behind, and Freddie is there. Freddie backs the ball, trying to get it to Miguel Estrada, working it around the long way. Miguel looking to get past Santi Torres. Santi, though, takes the man, gets the hook, and the whistle goes. Sapo makes his approach. Sapo Cassette hits that ball along the ground, trying to thread the needle. It's saved. Still on the field by Roberto. Roberto loses the play now to Miguel. Miguel takes it back to the right. Miguel Estrada has control of that ball, working it straight across the field. Now Miguel fires. Oh, will it go to a car? Right into the side of the car.
Hey, come on!
On a fresh horse, Mannix taps the ball into play. He's being defended by Santi Torres. Freddie keeps it to himself, runs past the first defender. Freddie Mannix now in between 2 blue jerseys. Fred drops that horse's head. He's found a way around the first defender. Freddie Mannix working his way back to the middle. Freddie, this is what he's good at. Fred dropping that horse's head right there in the goal mouth. Fred Mannix Sends it straight on through, tying it up 10 goals apiece. Just like that, 4.5, no, just under. All right, the ball's back in. Freddie trying to win that throw in. Who's going to come out of there? Looks like Roberto's got the ball. Roberto crushing it back to the far side of the boards. Roberto letting that horse open up. Being challenged now by Miguel Estrada on that pretty gray mare. Roberto on the near side still has it moving forward. Now Torres is there. Santi Torres takes a shot on goal, but it's just wide. So Flight Options getting really lucky there. They'll have a knock-in down on the south end of the field. Taps the ball into play. Miguel Estrada now has Freddie Mannix breaking for the pass. Fred checking down, waiting on the ball. Fred moves over, picks the ball up on the offside. Now lets that horse open up. Sapo trying to get there. Fred Mannix gets hooked on the play, and it's going to be Torres. Santi working it a lot around the long way. Santi gets that ball shut down, goes to the right of the defender. Freddie trying to get there. Freddie Mannix chasing down Torres. Now they've left the ball behind for Machine Gun with the open back shot. Sapo Cassette turns first to get the line. Sapo checking his surroundings out, seeing who's coming from where. Sapo leaves the ball for Torres. Santi Torres now trying to find a place to go, working this ball back to the middle, looking for a way through the traffic. It looks like he's found it. Santi Torres, Fred Mannix still on him. Santi. Blue jerseys right down there in the goal mouth, about 7 feet out. Sapo rides up and sends that ball straight through the middle of the uprights and breaks the tie, takes back the lead and makes the score now 11-10.
Hey, what is this? Send your tag, guys. Your tag, please. What is this? You're on the wrong side. One sec. Wait, 1 sec.
I don't know. All right, the umpires put the ball back into play just like that. Torres jumps on the ball, looking to submit the victory right here. Santi Torres running down. Santi on a breakaway, gets that ball moving back to the goal mouth, looking good. Santi Torres. And it's put straight on through. Just under 2 minutes left to go.
No, didn't score.
1:20 left on the clock. The ball's in play. Santi gets that ball worked out of the throw, and Santi trying to put another one on the board and make this official. Santi running down, working his way back to the middle. Santi has some trouble with that bouncing ball. Machine Gun couldn't get to it. He gets called off, and it's going to be picked up by Miguel Estrada. Miguel fires a shot down the field, trying to get it down there to Melissa Ganzi. Ganzi coming in on the near side. Melissa picks that. No, she leaves the ball behind. It's back by Roberto. First one to turn around and get to it is the umpire's whistle. He's looking good right now. Miguel Estrada now brings the ball back into play. Miguel, he's got his players spread out downfield. Miguel fires a shot along the ground, trying to get it up there too. Freddie Mannix. Mannix moves in on the offside. Mannix has that ball, working forward, looking good. Fred Mannix trying to figure out what to do with it here. He hits an open back shot. Now Machine Gun is there. Juan Bolini sends the ball down along the side. Okay, so that'll do it. Ball hits the boards. Is the Chucker final score 12-10. Thanks for coming out. We'll see y'all next week.